What's up, everybody? Well, as we see, when it comes to the heavyweight division and topics, all roads leads to Deontay Wilder. People out there can say whatever the fuck they want to, but let's put it in perspective here. Tyson Fury says, if you believe I cheated, why would you go up and switch trainers or your team up or whatever? Right? And my answer to that would be all fighters should strive to be better, get better, no matter how high, no matter where they're at. And that goes for everybody in life. You should always strive to be better than you were yesterday. And when I said that, it blew over a lot of people's minds. Because they're so fixated on minimizing Deontay Wilder. I don't know why. There's a lot of other things out there to be PO'd about when it comes to the sport of boxing other than Deontay Wilder's so-called excuses, if you want to call them. Robberies, deaths, ranking systems, fights not happening. Bob Arum got his fighter T.O. out the ring for almost a year. So list goes on and on, right? But hell, we're talking about Deontay Wilder and this question that Tyson Fury had. Tyson Fury couldn't answer the question his own self. See, I'm just going to let the tape roll. How about that?
Wilder and Ortiz the second fight. And he was in a bit of a negative mood at this point. Tyson, shouldn't bother going over there. Waste of time, this, that and the other. But I got along well with Wilder's coach. And after the fight, I got the vibe from the way Wilder took that fight. I thought, I know what they're going to do. They're going to try to start slow, create a comfortable environment for Tyson to then, boom, basically, I'm going to keep my right hand in my pocket, let you get comfortable, walk you in, boom. And from being in that fight week, that's what I learned. Just by me being there and a few different conversations, I thought, I know what they're going to try and do here. So I went back and said to Tyson, he messaged me back saying, I'm going to start fast then. And I thought, that could catch him off guard because he's going to expect you to get on your toes, go on the back foot. I was thinking, I'm not going to throw much, let you get a little bit confident, then boom, out of nowhere. And so I was like, look, I actually agree. I think that could be quite effective. But I think if it starts going through the rounds, you need to do a bit of this and a bit of that and blah, blah, blah. So that's where the whole starting fast thing come from. And then I went up. I was like, look, I think I can see, you're probably not in a great place right now. I think we should, start doing a bit of training, even if it's every other day or whatever. And I'm sweet. I'm brand new, this, that and the other. But I knew he weren't. And a couple of weeks later or a week later or 10 days later, he was like, do you want to come up and do a session? Went up and done a session. And after the session, we had a bit of a chat. He had to make a couple of decisions, business-wise. I had to make a couple of decisions, business-wise. And at this point, I already knew that Josh was coming over to do some training. Billy Joe was there at the time. And the plan was to always bring someone else in. Not that their job is to take over, but to bring someone else into it. It's a big job and a hard job training someone like Tyson.
See, he says some very interesting things in there. I know a lot of that stuff, the haters out there don't want to fucking hear it. But the main thing to get that from there is that Tyson Fury wanted to train when he fucking felt like it. Right? Obviously, I know Ben Davidson knew that Josh was coming through and whatever the case may be. But Tyson Fury, him and his problems, the juice wasn't worth the squeeze for Ben Davidson. And that's just what it is. I don't understand how can you not listen to that and get that this guy does not want to just throw the motherfucker under the bus, but let you guys know that, hey, it's a tough task to try to train someone like Tyson Fury. And listen to what he's saying. Not training, not wanting to go to the gym, wanting to go to the gym when he fucking feel like it. Got all these things outside. I'm gonna post the link to the whole video in it and just listen to it. All this extra shit going on that has nothing to do with boxing. He going to the Deontay Wilder fight. When he gets back, he's getting looked at weird. Listen to it. If anybody wants to talk about yes men being anybody's fucking corner or team, it is Team Tyson Fury. I'm just saying. Do you not see how Tyson Fury acts? Do you not see how Tyson Fury is Mr. Blown up and blown down? I wonder why is that? Because he's not committed. He's not in the gym like he's supposed to be. He need people around him to just do what he says, and that's it. That's the only thing I'm saying. If you don't believe that, you can believe whatever you want to believe. Who knows? Maybe my point of view is wrong. But as for what I can see is people having yes men in their corner, and why they picked and choose who they want on their team. And guess what? Sugar Hill was upgraded by default because Tyson Fury had no trainer. Because Ben Davidson wasn't fired. Ben Davidson said, bye-bye, see you later. I'm not going to deal with this shit. All you motherfuckers out there got friends that are hanging out with them. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. Helping them out, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Just dealing with them, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. And you just got to get away. You love them, whatever, from a distance, but you just can't be around them. They might be successful, they might be unsuccessful, but they always got some weird fucking shit going on. Sounds like a little bit like Tyson Fury, don't it? And on that note, shout outs to the LDBC, and everybody stay sucker free.